This is Lisa from lisaandthebeanstalk.com. Today, it's all about tomatoes. That's right. When is a good time to plant your tomatoes? What about transplanting them? And how do you know when tomatoes develop true leaves? What exactly are true leaves? We're going to talk about all of that in this episode. Okay, 6 to 8 weeks before your last frost date, you want to start your tomato plants in seed trays. You simply fill the seed trays with your favorite potting soil or potting mix and add in your seeds. In just a few weeks' time, your tomato seedlings will start to emerge. I'm going to show you the stages and what your seedlings should look like at this point. Alright, what you are looking at are tomato seedlings. When the tomato is a seedling, the plant that emerges from your seed, and you see 2 leaves, just 2, those are called seedlings. They are not ready to transplant yet. However, when your plant develops its true leaves, they are ready to transplant. And let me show you what the true leaves looks like. So now you see the longer leaves, and then the little baby leaves that are starting to develop on that plant, those are your true leaves. When those 2 leaves get a little bit bigger, they are ready to transplant into a bigger container. Alright, so you are looking at 2 containers. They are biodegradable. I love these containers because you can simply plant them directly in the ground. And these are 2 tomato plants. This one is a tiny bit smaller, but you can see the true leaves, which means pretty much there will be 4 leaves on that particular plant. That's when you know your plant has developed its true leaves. And then the plant will get a tad bit bigger. And I have some also planted in the ground. I wanted to show you, because as your tomato plant gets bigger, you are going to transplant it into the ground permanently or into a permanent container. And you want that container to be at least 12 inches deep. Alright, let me show you what the tomato plant looked like in the ground. Here is a tomato plant that I planted in the ground. And it's not a big plant right now. But eventually your tomato plant, when the weather warms up, you want to plant it in its permanent home, and your tomato plant is going to start to grow. And then, let me show you what's going to happen. As your tomato plant gets bigger, it is going to develop flowers. These flowers, they look like that. They are going to turn into these little tomatoes. And depending upon the variety, some are going to be big and some are going to be small. So let me show you what another variety look like. Alright, and there is another tomato hiding. This is a big boy, so this tomato is going to get pretty big. Alright, and you can see more flowers, and that just means that more tomatoes are going to develop onto this particular plant. And you can pick your tomato when it's red or even when it's green. I've picked some when they were green, and then they just pretty much will ripen up on a counter in the house. But the more you pick, the more tomatoes that will grow, again depending on your variety. Alright, so this was just a quick video, and I wanted to thank my friend Pam, who suggested that I make a video to show what the true leaves look like and when to transplant your tomatoes. So this is Lisa from lisaandthebeanstalk.com. Thanks for watching.